Think about everything your eyes have already done today. From the moment you woke up, they helped you recognize the room around you, read the time, look at your phone, prepare breakfast, move safely through your home, and recognize the faces of the people you care about. Most of us rarely appreciate our eyesight while it is working well. But imagine those ordinary activities becoming slightly more difficult. The writing on a restaurant menu begins to look smaller. You need brighter light to read. Driving at night feels less comfortable. Faces across the room are not as clear as they once were. For many people, changes in vision happen slowly. There may be no dramatic moment when everything suddenly becomes blurry. Instead, the world gradually loses some of its sharpness. Although aging naturally affects the eyes, age is not the only factor involved. Your eyes are living tissue. They require oxygen, healthy circulation, vitamins, carotenoids, antioxidants, and other nutrients to continue functioning properly. That means the foods you eat may help support your eyes as they grow older. Today, we are going to discuss 7 fruits containing nutrients that have been studied for their possible role in maintaining healthy vision. Some of them are familiar. Others may be foods you have never considered eating for your eyes. And the final fruit provides a particularly interesting combination of nutrients associated with retinal function, night vision, and antioxidant protection. Before we begin, remember that food cannot cure cataracts, macular degeneration, glaucoma, diabetic eye disease, or any other medical condition. Nutrition should complement regular eye examinations and professional treatment, not replace them. With that understood, let us look at what happens inside the aging eye and why certain fruits may deserve a regular place in your diet. Why the aging eye needs more nutritional support. At the back of your eye is a thin, highly specialized layer of tissue called the retina. The retina receives light and converts it into electrical signals that your brain interprets as images. Within the center of the retina is a small area called the macula. The macula is responsible for the detailed central vision you use when reading, recognizing faces, driving, and looking directly at an object. This tissue is extremely active. Whenever light enters the eye, chemical reactions occur inside retinal cells. These reactions are necessary for vision, but they can also produce unstable molecules commonly known as free radicals. When too many of these molecules accumulate, they contribute to oxidative stress. Antioxidants help neutralize them before they can cause excessive damage. When we are younger, the body is often more efficient at delivering protective nutrients and repairing cellular damage. As we age, however, several things may change. First, decades of exposure to sunlight and artificial light can place additional oxidative stress on retinal tissue. Second, circulation may become less efficient. The retina depends on extremely small blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients. Conditions affecting cardiovascular health may also influence these delicate vessels. Third, proteins inside the lens of the eye can gradually become damaged or altered. The lens is the clear structure behind the iris that focuses light. Unlike many other tissues, the deepest lens cells are not continuously replaced. Damage can therefore accumulate over a long period. Blood sugar is another important factor. When sugar molecules repeatedly attach themselves to proteins, a process known as glycation can occur. Over time, this may contribute to changes in the proteins of the lens. This is one reason maintaining healthy blood sugar is important for long-term eye health. The goal of eating nutritious foods is not to reverse all these processes overnight. It is to give your body a steady supply of the compounds it uses to protect and maintain eye tissue. Several nutrients are especially relevant. Lutein and zeaxanthin are carotenoids concentrated in the macula. They help filter certain wavelengths of light and participate in the eye's antioxidant defenses. The body does not manufacture meaningful amounts of these compounds, so they must come from food or supplements. Vitamin C is another important antioxidant. The fluid surrounding the lens naturally contains a high concentration of vitamin C, where it helps protect lens proteins from oxidative stress. Vitamin A and its precursors support the visual cycle, particularly the process that allows your eyes to function in dim light. Anthocyanins, the pigments responsible for many blue, purple, and deep red colors in fruit, have also been studied for their effects on circulation, oxidative stress, and visual fatigue. With that foundation in mind, let us begin with fruit number 1. Fruit number 1, kiwi may be small, but nutritionally it is surprisingly impressive. Most people know kiwi as a source of vitamin C. That alone makes it valuable because vitamin C contributes to the antioxidant defenses of the lens and other eye tissues. But kiwi also contains small amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin. These are the yellow-orange pigments that accumulate in the macula and help form what researchers call macular pigment. You can think of macular pigment as part of the eye's internal protective system. It helps absorb some high-energy light before it reaches the most sensitive photoreceptor cells. Higher dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin-rich foods is generally associated with better nutritional support for the macula. Kiwi is not the richest source of these carotenoids overall. Leafy green vegetables usually contain much larger quantities. However, kiwi offers a convenient combination of vitamin C, carotenoids, fiber, and natural sweetness. It is also easy to add to an evening meal. You could slice one kiwi into plain yogurt, eat it with a small handful of nuts, or combine it with another fruit from today's list. Carotenoids are fat-soluble, which means consuming them with a modest amount of healthy fat may improve absorption. That fat could come from yogurt, almonds, walnuts, seeds, or another suitable food. One important point is consistency. Eating a kiwi once every few months is unlikely to transform your eye health. Nutritional protection is built through repeated habits over years. A varied diet containing carotenoid-rich vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, and sufficient protein is much more meaningful than relying on one supposedly miraculous food. Kiwi is not a cure, but it is an easy and nutritious addition. The second fruit protects the eye through a somewhat different group of compounds.